Let's go, baby. Full TP hit today. May is going to be an amazing month. I already know it's going to go on a generational run. Let's go. Volatile. It's going to be super, super volatile, I bet. Come on. Can't wait to have my first 10K month. But full TP hit today, only about $100 to $200 away from passing my evaluation account and being put on a funded. So that's a W. But I'm still not feeling well, as you can tell by my voice. It's not doing the best. But I cannot wait for May. This is going to be a generational month. Come on. It'll be feeding families. Let's go. All right, so trade recap. On the 15-minute time frame before market open, we were at all-time highs. And I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do with this? Come on. This is just stupid. Because yesterday, we had a huge run up to take out all-time highs right before market closed. So now today we're at all-time highs with no price levels to target. So we were just waiting for structure within itself. So with that being said, going down to the 1 minute, I'm obviously bullish because there's no liquidity to make it go lower. So we're bullish, looking for longs on the day. So going down to the 1 minute, we were waiting for a move down to go up, like move up, move. Here, I'll show you. I was looking for a move up and then down and then consolidation, manipulation, and then move up to these highs right here. That's what I was looking for today. So we were waiting for an actual structure to develop, and as you can see, there was nothing, just go on an absolute bull run. And right here, I considered taking shorts, but then I was like, there's no reason for it to go lower. So then I didn't take a short. We had a manipulation and then a displacement through these candle lows, which is why I wanted to look for shorts there. But there was no reason for it to go lower, so I did not take a short there. So we were still looking for longs, and I thought maybe it'll go lower, maybe hit this for value gap right here or something, maybe a 5 minute for value gap, like this 5 minute for value gap, maybe it'll go through that. But as you can see, going on to the 5 minute, it kind of just dropped right after that. So it had this little consolidation and just plummeted down to these lows right here. And I'm like, okay, still no market, but that's what I was looking for it to go high, then low, and have a little consolidation and then manipulation and go back higher. So I was like, okay, we're in this area where it's lower. It could have a consolidation period and then a manipulation and go higher. So that's what we started looking for. We started looking for some longs here with this move lower. And as you can see, nothing really happened. And at this point, at these lows right here, there was an SMT on ES. See how they made lower lows, and then this made a lower low, super internal SMT. So that could have been a confluence, but I didn't see a very good displacement move or super big SMT. I don't know. It wasn't an A+ setup, and I didn't want to take it, considering I was just about one trade away from the evaluation account. So I was waiting for an A+ setup. So with the SMT, I thought we were gonna go higher. I didn't know, because you never know with the market. You always predict. You don't know 100%. But I thought we were gonna go higher, so that I was looking for longs, and I didn't really want to wait for consolidation and manipulation, and I was kind of looking for a continuation trade at this point. So with that being said, we found a continuation trade to take. We had a manipulation at these lows, and let's see what ES was doing. ES also had a manipulation, and it was literally at 11:28, and I was about to get it off the charts at 11:30 because that's my strategy. So I'm like, it's still 2 minutes before my time to get off, and we're still gonna target these highs up here for easy draw and liquidity. Pretty simple. We had the manipulation, but then we are also in this order block right here, which made my confirmation even more. And then we had a 2 candle displacement through the series of down close candles highs. And what do you know? This is my perfect strategy that I use every single day for an A+ model. Perfect continuation trade into an order block and manipulation and displace through the highs. So with all that being said, I took a long at this time. Sorry, ad started popping up. I took a long at the candle close with the stops at the manipulation low and the take profit at the all-time highs for a 1 to 1.6 risk to reward ratio. And if I'm being honest, because I had to get in after the candle close, I got in at this red candle and it was about in the middle of this wick for, I think it was around a 1 to 1.5 about so it was a 1 to 1.5 with stops at the manipulation low. And as you can see, we hit a big move up for a full TP. Let's go, baby. So then I thought, okay, with this trade, I was like $150 away from passing my evaluation account. So I'm like, if I see a good sell opportunity, a scalp, just as like a more experienced trade, not necessarily a trade that a lot of people would take, I could go for that, but I'm not gonna wait super long, and that would be to just pass the evaluation before the weekend, so I don't have to worry about it going into next week, so I can just start the fun next week. But obviously, from what we can see right here, we had a, what even was this? A 361 point move. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, what? So after seeing that, I got off pretty quick. I did try to take a couple scalps, but I went break even on that. So I do not recommend taking scalps because that's when you get emotional and that's when you overtrade and that's how you lose all your money. So I recognized that and I was like, okay, took 2 trades. First one went down and then second one went back up to break even. I was like, this is super, super risky. I'm just going to get off now and I'll just take a $200 profit on Monday and pass the evaluation then and started my funded on Tuesday. It's not a big deal. I would rather stay disciplined than get emotional and blow everything. So that was a positive. But I was not happy about the price action at the start of the morning. For the first 2 hours, 1 hour and 58 minutes. But then with 2 minutes before I'm about to get off, then it finally does something. So that was perfect. But I can tell May is going to be a great month with price moving like this and price action looking like this. Hopefully there's a little bit more trade entries in the following weeks, but you can only do it what you can. So that's a positive. That's very, very positive. I'm super happy about this. I'm not going to lie. It was a picture perfect trade, continuation trade. Nothing wrong with it. Targeting all-time highs. So, really happy about that. And can't have FOMO about this, looking for possible trades. It's not a big deal. If I know that if I take a trade outside of the time frame that I usually trade in, that's when I get emotional, and that's when volatility dies down, so price isn't moving as much, and it's not as profitable. It's more lower probability, so I just stay away. I don't even look at it. I just stay away. So, yeah. Pretty much what I got for the trade recap today, but really happy with this. Even if you guys had a losing trade today and took shorts when you shouldn't have, just know that it's all a part of the process, and God wouldn't have put the dream in your head to become a trader and not work a regular 9 to 5 if you didn't think you could do it. That's what really got me through trading and got me to be profitable, is knowing that God put this dream in my head for a reason, because he knew I could do it. So, gotta trust in God's plan, and that's all it is. But that's all I got for the trade recap. We're gonna go into the verse of the day. And today's verse of the day is Galatians 5:25. And Galatians 5:25 says, "Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit." What does this mean? Because you got saved by Jesus and you live and you were reborn when you believe that Jesus died on the cross for your sins, you live with the Spirit. So once you are saved by Jesus, you need to keep in step with the Spirit and live in obedience to God, and just follow his path and his rules, I guess. Just don't sin. Try not to sin. Follow God's plan for you. Follow God's rules, I guess you could say. I don't know. I'm sure there's a better way to put it. I just can't think of the words right now. But be obedient to God once you are forgiven and saved. And set a better example. Be the light in a dark world that we have. That's pretty much how I take Galatians 5:25. Not a bad quote. But also you could relate this back to trading and keep in step with the Spirit, keep a peace of mind, don't have envy, don't have greed in trading, trust in God's plan in trading, and know that it's all a part of the process, and use him and obey him as a way to stay profitable or get profitable, whatever one, and get your psychology in check, because in my opinion, psychology is 90% of the battle in trading. If you are if you're gonna overtrade, get emotional on trades, and act on your emotions in trading, it's never gonna go well, no matter how much technical analysis you have and how right you will be. If you close out in a little bit of a drawdown and then it goes up to TP, you're never going to be profitable. So God just helps me keep peace in mind when trading, and I know that he helps a lot of people do it too, and you can't do this on your own. Trading has a 99% fail rate. So you can't do this on your own. Lean on God. And I know I said that yesterday, but that's how you know it means a lot. And that's what ultimately helped me become profitable, is trusting in God's plan and truly getting close with him and following him. So I hope you guys can do the same as me. And we're praying that May is a great month for us, so I can get my funded buffer and pass the funded. So, okay, first of all, I gotta pass the funded. Then I'm gonna build the buffer so then I can make exponentially more money and not have any rules on the payout like Tradeify, Apex, or whatever it is, and have a cap of 2,500 on a 100K account. But with Take Profit Trader funded accounts, you can take out everything. So hopefully May is a good month, so then over the whole course of the summer I can be able to take out all my profits and be making the exponential amount of money and scale my account so it goes even higher. And if I can do it, you guys can too, because I'm literally just a college kid sitting in my dorm trading while my roommate's getting food. And I just worked out before this, and right after this, actually, I have to do a bunch of homework for finals, because I have 4 finals within a week. I had one due on Friday, or today. I already did it, though. I have one due on Sunday, Monday, and then Wednesday. And then I still have one the following weekend. So if I'm doing this in between classes and before classes, you guys can too. It's all in your head if you think you can't. Just tell yourself you can, be confident, and don't quit. No matter what, do not quit, and you will become profitable. And follow your dreams, because God put this dream in your head for a reason. He wouldn't put it in your head and give you this dream if he didn't think that you could do it.